entertainment guide to anything Filipino in Las Vegas. This is the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide radio show on PHLV Radio.
All right, good evening from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide radio show here on PHLV Radio. Alrighty, so it's another beautiful evening here in Las Vegas, and my name is Gilbert Glorioso. I'm going to bring in my two business partners, Bernie Benito and Lonnie Andal. Good evening. Hi, good evening. Bernie? Okay. Yeah, so it's another another week here. Of course, the weeks are going by so fast, and and it's almost springtime. Springtime is just around the corner. And of course, once again, I'll go ahead and introduce you to my business partners, Bernie Benito and Lonnie Andal.
Oh, hi Bernie, hi Lonnie. How are you guys doing?
Good.
And tonight we have our special guest, of course, from Primerica, Shirley Obaner, Regional Vice President at Primerica. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you guys a great night, right?
Yes.
I like the backgrounds, right? This is my first time. I'm really excited because Gilbert has been asking me to, I said, when is the time you're going to be again? I said, am I ready? This is only for those that are in the entertainment industry. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad I'm here, right? This is my first time. So good evening, everybody. I believe some of the people are, listening. So I'm blessed. What can I say? I'm just grateful that I'm your guest tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, of course. And being here in Las Vegas, my gosh, they're saying on the west side of town, it's snowing right now.
Wow, I'm looking forward to
this
that.
is Las Vegas. I thought there was no snow over here, but yeah, as Tito Bernie and of course Johan was saying, I've seen it on pictures. It's slushy ice.
Wow! Now I can make halo.
Yes, go outside and get some halo, and of course what's that? The snow cones.
I love it. Even you put a lot of sugar, it will not be so sweet.
No,
that's for sure.
Oh, that's how we like it, though.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Anyway,
Now tell us how you got started, Shirley, with Primerica. What did you do before, or what did you do that led you into
the business? Well, when I came here, I always want to be successful as a psychologist because my major was psychology. And then I did my master's also when I was in the Philippines. So when I came here, my friends told me, well, be the best psychologist when you go to US, okay? Be proud that you're a Filipino. Well, I ended up, of course, working with so many jobs. And then because I always want the education, and then I went to the graduate school for a couple of times. I went to UCLA, took so many courses. And then someone introduced me to this business. But before that, I was a paralegal for over 16, 17 years in Beverly Hills. And that gave me the courage. When I was introduced to Primerica, it was just part-time. I love the group. I never think of it as a real business for me. But I just love to help people. But my main thing is really the legal aspect, right?
So when did the transition happen, going from your past profession into what you're doing now?
When I joined Primerica years ago, I was still working as a full-time paralegal. And at the same time, when there's a meeting, I go to the meeting. When there's an event, I was a party girl the time. I just love parties because I love to be with people. Yeah, I joined because I actually signed up in the business because of the party. That was it. It was fun. It was different. I came from a background of not everyone in my family is business minded, right? Except my father. And then So I was introduced, and then I keep on coming. And a lot of times when I was so busy at work, my friends will say, and I said to my friends, "Where are you?" I said, "Oh, I'm at the beach." Beach? It was on Tuesday. What are you doing? Because they were already positioned. They already made a lot of money in Primerica. And when I'm stressed, I'll call them and said, "I want to quit my job." But then when I'm not, I'm back to my real world, which is, as an employee. So it took me a long time, Lonnie, to be able to really transition. And it was 2010 that I realized this was a real business. So I said, you know what, let me try. I want to become a regional vice president. So in 6 months, what I did, I got fully licensed in all areas, not only life insurance. Right now, I consider myself as a financial broker. So I got licensed in the investment part, which I can't discuss in details tonight because of compliance issue, right? I'm just talking to you in general. So yeah, I want to help people in not only in the protection part, but mostly in their retirement planning, in their helping them how to save money the right way. So those kind of things. And I realized that the three biggest area here globally is first is the insurance industry. That's one of the biggest area, right? Second is the investment, and third is the mortgage. So I'm really in position to, in the mortgage we don't have in Nevada yet, right? So yeah, so I'm positioned in a way and really helping families in all areas of their finances. So I'm blessed.
Probably everything that you've done, education-wise, brought you to this moment.
Yes, I can say that. Yeah.
People come from very different walks of life, different avenues, and it's kind of interesting when you hear how they made the switch, like what just clicked in your mind to do this. And I think it starts with your wanting to help people, no matter what profession you were in, that you had that social feel, which I think people are amazed how many events and organizations we all belong to, because we want to be involved. It's in our DNA. I think it's we communicate, and people are just so impressed that our people have many different professions, and maybe 10 years from now do something else. They're not humdrum. They make life interesting for themselves by doing something next to keep them alive, keep them, on point.
Right. At one point when I was in California, I got involved in, there's those activities in a Christian church. And what I did, I said, you know what, I can say that this became my ministry, because when I talk to people, and sometimes you're a counselor to them, right? So I would buy all of these CDs that's not only motivating if they have problems in their family life, their husband and wife getting in the process of divorce and everything. For some reason, I always buy those tapes from the pastor, because those are like $1, $2 a time. Before it was cassettes, right? Or tapes. Yeah. So I would buy that, and then before I leave, because they will open up to you. So it's like, man, you did the business. Not only that, when they trust you of their entire life, that makes a huge difference. So I would give that CD or that tape, and they became my friends forever. And it's not only about finance. So sometimes they'll just call me buying a car or anything, right? So that is for me, is a relationship that I'm able to build, not only with my clients that may become my friends, that for me, I consider them as my extended family. So I always call it, when I do my, the business is a ministry for me.
And that's something that people years ago, if they were in insurance, it was really just getting the client, getting the numbers, getting that monthly payment. And now it's become, what can you do for their life on a long scale?
Yes.
You know the person and know what they need. You can't really service them, and I think what you're doing helps people trust you. That's number one. They feel your advice is worthy, because you're not going to steer them in the wrong direction. It's not that you're infallible, but you're going to have considerations.
Right. I think God has prepared me in this position, because before I would go to those used bookstores, and I would pick up all of those self-development books, I always want to learn every day. I always want to get better every day, not for myself. I know we have a purpose in life, right? And I've been reading this purpose-driven book by Rick Warren and other things. I would be going to YouTube, just, a lot of things, not only about business, because money, we're going to be gone, right? But our relationship, there's more beyond the material things. And that is always embedded in my heart, beyond. Yeah.
I think that's why it's sad when people have reached their goals at a young age. They think that's it. What more do you strive for in life? And they need to find within themselves what is the next chapter in their life. Because if they rise too fast, it's like, okay, 30 years old, I've done everything, I'm a millionaire. Now what? And sometimes restless souls get into trouble. They need to go to the next level of helping mankind, doing volunteer work, create yourself a complete new society, because you've already achieved your goals. Maybe you need to help other people achieve their goals.
Right. I remember when before I got married, because I got married late at the age of 49, and Gilbert know my husband very well too, right? I have a great husband. So I got married so late, because coming from a big family, 12 siblings, but I came from Lipa, Batangas in the Philippines, and the great thing is we're all professionals, huh?
My dad is from Taal, Batangas.
Yeah, I can say, because you're Andal. I had a classmate in high school, one of the smartest guys that we know. He's a valedictorian in high school. His last name is Sergio Andal. Right?
Oh, his must be related. All the hours.
Yeah. So before I met my husband, I was just like what I said, Lonnie. I got involved early in ministry. So I went home one time, went to Olatayan Island, somewhere in Panay, in Roja City. And my sister, because I just had 10 days vacation, but in my mind, that's part of my activity when I go home. So I was, oh my God. She said, you should bring salt and this and that. Where are you? I said, I'm here with the ministry. And, we went in a little boat, right? It was scary, but it was, for me, it's fulfilling, because when I met those, the whole community, and I didn't know I was going to be talking. So I shared from my heart, of some things that what we can bring from United States. Because people thought when you came from United States to the Philippines, they said, oh my God, you have everything. I said, no, we're just simple people. We're just like the same. The difference is we work here, we work harder here than you guys out there in the Philippines, right? So always feel you have a purpose in life beyond what you are doing at this point.
Yeah, that's like I like Shirley. I like the Rick Warren's Purpose-Driven Life book.
Yes.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes.
So your schedule is full, huh? Business and religion and almost everything. Then that's why you still look young.
I'm 15. I said I'm 15. No, I'm 58. Turning 58 this May.
When's your birthday, Shirley?
I'm sorry?
When's your birthday?
I can't hear you.
When's your birthday?
Oh, May 2.
I'm May 25th.
Wow.
Yeah. So when we have
That's why we're all, people that's born in May are level-headed, but they're also stubborn and strong-willed. You know that.
Folks out of three's not bad.
Wow.
We meet so many of our community people when we find out they've been here 10, 20, 30 years. Like
Right.
Bernie and I have been here since the 71. His brother, I think, was here 69. So we're the Filipino pilgrims.
Late
Wow.
60s.
We can,
Awesome.
at that time, there was, you could count all the Filipinos on your hands because they were not coming here to live. But then it started to turn around where people were coming here to work. When we had done the Beachcomber, where Bernie was, and Ako at the Stardust, they were looking for Asian-type people. And the Hawaiians were not coming into Vegas or to the United States in the 70s. So the next best thing was all the Filipinos from Chicago, San Francisco, was like, well, let's go to that place called Vegas. Now, three things that appeal to a Filipino: gambling,
That's true.
by the pool, all the young girls by the pool. So I'm sure they would start to tell their friends, it's a great place to work. People never thought to live here, full round. But, because we were seasonal, we were always, the people that came here enjoyed our vacation type atmosphere. No one ever took it serious that you could go to school, live your life here, raise your children here. This town wasn't meant for that at that time. It's slowly evolved, and more, everyone would say, you live in Vegas, and again, the population, they'd like ants. They'd make a streamline on the 15 coming to Vegas.
I know.
That's why I call us the Filipino pilgrims.
This is a transient state, right? Arizona, Utah, California. But they don't want to settle before. Now they're looking forward.
Yeah, because when they would come here, they come here for vacation, play, you eat, you gamble, you see the shows. But then slowly they were thinking, oh, maybe next time I'll stay 2 weeks and then longer. And then, it became, well, it's easy to get to. It's right there. And we became more of a hometown instead of just a wild and crazy Sin City. We became a place that people were taking the whole family to come see Vegas. So that subsided with the Sin City atmosphere. And because I know when I got here, people were like, well, what hotel do you live in? I said,
What hotel?
because they would never go off the strip, it was like they'd come from the airport and they'd go to the Tropicana, Hacienda, Flamingo, Riviera Sands. Those were your staple hotels. The Sahara. At Sahara, you thought there was the Berlin Wall because nobody really went downtown unless they went to the Mint for the buffet. Everyone's, to the west side, south side of the strip. And then when they did go downtown, they were like, Chuck, they didn't realize downtown originated the strip. All of that downtown was started way in the 1900s because that's where the mining was. And so they would have that little casino and the little eatery. And then it slowly but surely in the 30s and 40s moved up the street. I love Las Vegas. I collect all kinds of history books about Vegas, how it started. It's very interesting because it's in our life how this town began. So, and we're part of it. We're very proud part of it.
Yeah, the thing is, they know Las Vegas, but they don't know Nevada. A lot of people. So where's Nevada? They know Vegas.
Only Las Vegas.
That's all it is. Vegas.
Yeah. They have raised Nevada. Is it part of Vegas? No, Vegas is part of Nevada.
Or things like this where they're going to say, "Oh, so it's all about the Las Vegas Strip." They think it's just the Strip, but there's so much out here. Yeah, there's actually a lot.
There's houses. There's people who reside here. They thought it's just for fun. Where do you live? Is it in Vegas? Huh? I thought it's only casinos. No.
Vegas has grown, and we're running out of inventory for houses. You have to be on the list to get a brand new house.
That is insane.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's what we're here for. Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide radio show is to let people know of the different businesses, entrepreneurs that are out here in Las Vegas, and of course other places. But of course, we're focused here locally, dito sa Las Vegas. Of course, the services that you can offer to the general public that we have here in Las Vegas. Once again, you're with Primerica.
Yeah, I always say, if you talk about your life, about the business in your own terms, because if you're dreaming of having a business or you don't want to have a boss, right? You want to set your own schedule, especially this pandemic. We're 99.9% Zoom, and even the pandemic will be over. I know Zoom will never go away. That's for sure. Building your business without restriction in territory in other states, right? As long as you have to comply with that state's requirement, and earning income that's based on your own efforts. Because for me, I always believe there's no quick, the quick rich scheme kind of business. Yeah. So I said,
the get rich
quick business.
Yeah. Yes.
I always feel, I said, probably you'll be able to pay down or reduce your debts, right? We help people save for the future. We help people, have their kids to have a better life. So there's so many things that so I listen. When I talk to people, I just listen to them, right? Because you can offer them, okay, this is what I do. No, I just listen to them. You're a counselor to them because they go to you because they trust you. You want to help them in areas that you'll be able to help. And we provide those kind of opportunity too, right? So you don't have to punching in a clock, right?
Right.
So there's no rigid schedule to follow. And best of all, just like what I said, it fits on what you really want for your life. So it's a good opportunity. I always say to people, probably because we have a tool, we call it financial needs analysis, that we help them on income protection. We help them on retirement income loaning, get out of debt, right? We have those debt solutions, probably some education funding, and to become really financially independent. And I always tell people, what interests you the most? Is it the financial education that I provide you, right? Or an extra income, right? Because make money helping people or even working from home, or if you want both, it's okay. Yeah, then we can talk. So that's what I do.
So when you started, Shirley, did you then come in part-time? Like you said?
Oh, yeah. Yes. I did part-time, just like what I said originally. I was, I just loved the group. I love the education. And I visualize myself helping people from that point on. Helping people, not even thinking that there's a tremendous compensation, right? If you really work. So, yeah, I love it. I was a part-time representative for a long time. And, when you're not getting younger, that's the time you say, oh my gosh, what am I? when I was like in my 40s, I thought I was still young, but our body is not the same anymore, right? So that was the time I decided, let me be serious on what I've been doing. So I always give people, a business proposal, because I said to people who want to come in, I said, we will place you in a training academy, because the training academy, it will help you to develop yourself to become professional in the financial world. That educational system will be able to get them in 6 to 12 months at least to become a financial broker, right? Because our company has a proven system in place, right? With the power of digital marketing, we have successful business partners, and then you can create your own financial brokers, and then everything is entirely up to you, right? So that's how I talk to people.
I know with Primerica, they would do like the mixers, the business mixers, and with the pandemic, have you gone to Zoom, doing mixers by Zoom, or you're still having gatherings?
There's no gatherings. Can you imagine from March to March? It's already a year that never gone to California. It's already almost more than a year. And I used to go because just like what I said, Lonnie, Bernie, and Gilbert, I didn't have the market. I didn't know anyone here in Vegas before. And so, but because I love people, I say, hi, how are you doing, right? And some people will say, oh my God, it's okay because I know myself, right? It doesn't matter what they tell you, but I know myself. I know what I can offer to them. So I became part of this women's day. I went to those organizations, those mixer groups, everything. And then I met great people, some become my friends. And there's one who's an author of the book, and she wanted to connect. And I said, after pandemic, then we're going to see each other.
We can Zoom with each other.
We can Zoom, yeah. So you have to be in a way creative in doing your business, right? Everything is entirely up to you. When people are given an opportunity like what we have. And some people say, oh, no, that's not for me. And I said, you never even try it. Do you love the education? So they love the education. So I help them. I mentor them, right? Yeah. Be the right people, right? I call it the right avatar. And with the system that we have in place, I know it will going to click.
All right.
So do you have your own team then?
Yeah. I build, rebuild, but now with the pandemic, some people, I don't know how to do the Zoom. It's okay, right? So that's why we're here, to help them out. I mean, everyone was new to Zoom before, right? But what I did, I'm always resourceful. I always find ways to be able to get the things that I need, that I want. So it helps. And I teach others to do the same.
So is your husband in the business with you?
He's supportive of me. He's self-employed. He's working from home.
Oh, great.
Hopefully one of these days you're going to meet him. Gilbert knows him so well. So one of these days you'll meet him.
Because I know with Primerica, it gives the whole family as a unit opportunity to work.
Yes.
Husband and wife, and as kids get older, and then it becomes, what business is out there that possibly your whole family could join up in. And in America, I've seen it where the entire family is on board.
Yes, that's right, Lonnie. And I feel as long as what you're doing, from your heart that it's the right thing to families, you can sleep well at night, right? And that it's really a good thing. That's why I stayed with Primerica. I love first is the education, the kind of mission that we have from the beginning till the end. I'm not the person who keep on changing from one place to another. I want to know. I want to get the inside information, what is really in store, what's really the business is all about. And that's why I stayed.
So for people who are tuning in and watching this, and possibly thinking of a self-employed, their own business, where would they reach you to kind of like talk to you and see how they can be part of this whole fantastic organization?
Well, they can just call me. My number, I didn't change it. It's still a California number, is 818-913-3966. And we're actually in the transition of moving to another office. My office was in Rainbow and Russell, but in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be clustering with a couple of great regional vice presidents as well, So, yeah, but they can reach me at my phone number, the 818-913-3966.
Yeah. Shirley, on the part of Primerica, what is the relationship between this Transamerica and World Financial Group, the WFG?
Well, all of us are in financial servicing, but they're different group. The other one is a different group. I can only talk about Primerica, which I know inside and out.
So there are three different financial services.
Yes, there are different companies too.
Yes, I remember in 1977, I used to be with A.L. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
1977, that's the invest the difference type thing.
Yes.
And I think Primerica bought that A.L. Williams
concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. we became a public company. We started like 2010, April 2010, became a public company, and the shares that time was only $15 per share. And the last time I checked was now is like $146 per share. That's one of the successful publicly traded company.
I see. Well, that's good. That you have the Primerica with our directory, and people sees it as an opportunity, when it comes to financial services. So now we have somebody here that they can approach to. So that's good. That's good. That
Yes.
all listeners, here she is, the beautiful lady with the Primerica.
Like for me, I just talk from my heart. There's no facade. This is the real me, right, Gilbert? You see me simple, and I just help people. My thing is, the most important. This is my principle in life. What the most important is the dash. What is the dash in your life? From the time you're born till you die, right? The dash is the most important.
Yes.
So you always want to create an impact to people's lives and
So-
help them.
How many groups are you in Las Vegas now? The Primerica.
Well, there's so many groups. I can't, especially now in pandemic, I can't tell how many, right, Gilbert?
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of offices.
The company's been
But-
around since 1978. So
77.
77, yeah.
Mhm.
1977. So
There's a
there's a
lot.
lot.
Yeah, I can say we have unbelievable, great, amazing leaders become extremely successful in just this pandemic alone. That's last year. I think there's how many, 8 or 10 millionaires from the company. So I don't want to go to the detail. People can just go to our website, the www.primerica.com. And it's a public information anyway.
Yeah. Can you give us an insight on how this Primerica, helps as far as the investment is concerned, especially when people are taking insurance with them?
Just like what I said, Bernie, I would love to. It took me a while for Gilbert to convince me to talk at the show, because when it comes to the investments, it's a highly compliant. There's compliance issue, and I cannot discuss too much details about that area. So that's the thing. But if they want, they can just reach me at the phone number that I provided. Yeah, I would love to, but because of compliance, I would love to be compliant with our company as well.
So it's one-on-one basis,
On
right?
a one-to-one basis, yes.
And everything, so they can understand better.
Yes.
Well, that's
All
nice.
right.
I mean, it's really nice, to have the people like you, people who are so interested in insurance, investments. Here it is. We have somebody really. Especially the young teenagers, the young guys, the young people. They need to have this kind of business into it. Get into it, like the Primerica and all that.
Thank
So,
you.
a good investment on their part. I wish I could, but my years are numbered, so
Don't say that. 100 years. Or more.
Years.
Keep counting.
That's why we're so gung ho with our Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide, because it's letting the community, the Filipino community, but the Las Vegas community know who their people are. That we are business people, we are entrepreneurs, we're always striving for the next, best thing. And we're always evolving. So that's why it's so important, especially since this month is Women Career Month and
Oh, yes.
diversity. you're an exemplified sample of that type of being. You know, you're educated. You went and you continued even more so, and it came to this point in your life that you were able to say, "Hey, I could be on a bigger platform, take all the tools I have earned all these years, and help other people." That to me, you must sleep very well at night, very well.
Yes, yes. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for to all of you too. You know.
All right.
That's good. Because, you know, I spoke to Seafood City. You know Seafood City, right, Shirley?
Yes.
Yes. A lot of people would want to have a table in with that store, and a lot of people really would like to have a tabling type event at that stores on those stores. And I made a proposal with the main office that all our advertisers, that is including you, to get in, to have a minimal fee in order for our advertisers to get a table at any seafood city.
Great, that's awesome. I was eyeing on that before, and I'm a very compliant person. I always call the company first, make sure, because I don't want to, my licenses. I don't want my licenses at stake, right? Especially in the securities industry. So, I'm thrilled. I'm looking forward to that after pandemic.
That anything that can help the businesses to expose themselves, to expose their businesses, they can go to these places and they can sell their products, introduce their products and all that. And if it is applicable to you, like the Primerica, then you guys are free. And this is especially
for
our advertisement. Yeah, special arrangement that I made with them.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Really appreciate it.
Yes. So
right.
You're spotlighting our people that are advertisers. Again, it's a way that we engineer getting you out there. That's our main goal. Because if you were to look at advertisement, the newspaper, any of the internet, you are constantly having to be out there. Because, like you say, Vegas is transient. Someone else is in front of them. They forget who you are. But now you can pick up the resource guide and say, I've got a little extra money I want on the tables. I think I want to invest. Now, who would you go to? Someone you never met before, or your own? And I think that's
so you get information about yourself and where to contact you, your information and all that, and before you wind up with this program.
And where can they reach you, Shirley? Can you tell us your number one more time?
Again, thank you so much for those who listen to the show. I'm really excited and so blessed to be part of the show tonight of PHLV radio station. And again, my name is Shirley Robles Obaner. And if you need just additional information, just an inquiry, my telephone number is 818-913-3966. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
All right. So I just want to thank you so much for being our guest tonight. Just want to let everybody know, Volume 3 for the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide is being put together right now. So if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, call us up, 702-944-7620, or call us here at the station, 702-613-6433. Okay, you can go to our website, lvfrg.com, or you can email us at lasvegasfrg@gmail.com. I just want to go ahead and do a shout out to Mr. Ruel Rodriguez of Cavite Association, and then some of our watchers right now, like Ann Peralta from ACDC, Feli Alfin, okay, Peanuts, Filipino Peanuts, and Bernardo Perez, Joy Giambrejas, okay, and Sheila Parucho. They're from the Philippines. They're watching right now. Okay. Thank you so much. And of course, like I said, volume 3 for the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide is being put together right now once again. So if you want more information, lasvegasfrg@gmail.com or lvfrg.com. Once again, thank you so much. It's us from Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide radio show dito sa PHLV Radio. Till next time, thank you so much, everybody, and have a nice evening. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shirley.
Good night.
Good night.
The Las Vegas Filipino Resource Guide is a vital tool and a helpful media outlet for business enterprises to connect and to reach out to Filipino American consumers. For more information, go to www.lasvegasfrg.com or you can email at lasvegasfrg@gmail.com.